what I meant. No, I'm not gonna live forever. My salvation's not the cure. Got one hand reaching up for heaven and one foot out the door. No, I'm not gonna live forever. My salvation's not the cure. No, I cannot lay me down just yet. No, I cannot lay me down just yet. As I was working on the past, I came to realize we all have defining moments in our lives, and these are some of mine. Mr. Earle, Mr. Earle, please stop. You're hurting me. I can't breathe. Denise, I want you to understand fear. This is what fear feels like. I'm feeling it, Mr. Earle. Please stop. I can't breathe. Please stop. Okay, that's it. That's your lesson for today, fear. Now remember, that's what fear is. I'll see you next week. That's Mr. Earle, my acting teacher. He has dark, brill-creamed hair, big, thick black glasses, and he smells like a dirty German Shepherd dog and unfiltered cigarettes. And that's a lethal combination for a young 9-year-old girl from the suburbs of Trenton, New Jersey. Now, a year before, he cast me in Gypsy as Baby June. Let me entertain you. And now he's choking me. I leave his studio. I am so frightened. My heart is beating so hard. I go down the steps. I think to myself, I'm never going back to Mr. Earle. I don't care if he's a great acting teacher. His smell is still on me. We're gonna fast forward. It's 1975, and I'm singing in a local bar in my hometown of Trenton, New Jersey. I'm singing in a cover band, and we just finished our second set, and I ended the set with Kiki D's Music in Me. I love that song. And this particular night, I really slammed it. It was incredible. So basically, I'm going off stage. You know, I'm a little bit hyped. I go to the bar and I stand there thinking I'm gonna get a glass of water, and a guy comes over to me and says to me, "Can I buy you a drink? You were just fantastic. I love your voice. You had the crowd going. It was amazing." I said, "Thank you." No, I just want a glass of water. And he says to me, "Stand by." He says, "Joe, give me a glass of water." He gives $1 to Joe, the bartender, and he puts the water down and he gives it to me. And he said, "Can I call you? Can I take you out for dinner?" And I'm looking at the guy. He's got like curly blonde red hair. He's got a big handlebar mustache. I did say it was 1975. And he's got a light blue t-shirt on. He's got these tight jeans on. He's got flip-flops on, and he's kind of sure of himself. And basically, thinking I'm going to deter him, I say, "Marsa, we're the only one in the phone book." And he looks at me and he smiles. He says, "Great, I'll call you next week." And he walks out. So I go out to dinner with him. Takes me out to this beautiful place. Anything I want. Like the best wine, shrimp cocktail, filet mignon, anything. But he's a little bit cocky, and it bothers me. He doesn't say please or thank you to the servers. So I'm thinking to myself, this guy's a little bit of a jerk. He takes me home, he walks me to my door, and I'm about to say goodnight, and he lunges in for this big wet kiss. I mean, seriously. And I stop the wet t-shirt contest, and I take his face in my hand, and this is how I kiss goodnight on a first date. And he stands there. I close the door, I go upstairs. I look at myself in the mirror, and I think to myself, "Denise, what were you thinking going out with him?" Steve and I were together almost 6 years. I'd sleep but I don't want to, I dream but I don't need to. Been dreaming all of my life. I'd speak but I don't have to, I'd pray but I don't want to. Been praying all of my life. I'm searching for a natural love. I'm searching for a natural love. I'm searching for a natural love. And I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'd sweep it all under, forget about the thunder, and step outside my own rules. I'd sell all my treasures, fix, stable with pleasure. Won't somebody give me the tools? I'm searching for a natural love. I'm searching for a natural love. I'm searching for a natural love. And I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Oh, don't tell me you don't feel it. Don't tell me you don't want it. Don't tell me you don't need it. I know you crave it. I know you want it. I know you feel it too. I'm searching for a natural love. I'm searching for a natural love. I'm searching for a natural love. And I'm looking out at you. So it's still 1975. And I'm working at a delicatessen right in the square of Princeton, New Jersey. And it's early morning. I'd say it's around 9 a.m. It's early in the day. I'm at the front counter. And a woman comes over to me. And she puts an apple on the counter. She gives me the money. I give her back her change. And then she picks up the apple. And she says, "It's for you." And I'm thinking, for me? I said, "Well, why is it for me? I don't even know you." Now I'm looking at her. She's got the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen. She's wearing all black, a black long coat, black gloves, and a white scarf. It's almost like Oscar Wilde, but female. And I feel something going up my spine as she looks at me in a way no other female has ever looked at me. And she says, "I want you to enjoy the apple." And she saunters out as she flips her hair. She's gone. And here I am with the apple. Isn't it the way it is? The everyday art of seduction. You see someone, you feel someone. The question is, will I take a bite of the apple? She said, "Hey, don't walk out so fast. Sit down, let's talk about the past." I said, "No, that's not what I do. You don't know me, and I don't know you." She said, "There's a story you gotta hear. You can live your life as a lion or live it in fear, but one of these days you're gonna open your eyes and see all the things that you never tried. You will look back with anger and you will look back with hate. You're gonna be 35 and still looking for the same thing." I said, "Okay, the next one's on me. I got a decision to make, and it's sure not easy. There's a road to the left, there's a road to the right, but the one in the middle sure feels safe to tonight. She said, there's a story you gotta hear. You can live your life as a tiger or live it in fear, but one of these days you're gonna open your eyes and see all the things that you never tried. You will look back with anger and you will look back with hate. You're gonna be 45 and still looking for the same thing. Tried. Now I look back with anger and I question my fate. Cause you see, I'm 75 today and I'm still looking for the same thing. One of these days you'll open your eyes and you'll see all the things that you never tried. You'll look back with anger and you will question your fate. You're gonna be 75, young girl, and still looking for the same. So I'm thinking about moving to New York City. I'm actually really considering it. I've been playing in the clubs in my hometown and everyone's saying, go to New York. You can make it, go there. It's now 1976. And I decide to move down the shore. I leave my hometown and I get my own apartment. And I'm working at a cafe in Bradley Beach, New Jersey. Now, I went there all the time as a young girl, and I felt like this is a good place to get my first apartment. So I had an apartment, I was working in the cafe, and really contemplating moving to the Big Apple. So one night, about 11 o'clock, I get done with my shift, a Saturday night, and I'm walking down the street with my keys in my hand to my beautiful Carmen Gia. And I see two guys coming towards me. And they're kind of like talking and joking. And then all of a sudden, right in front of me, one of them grabs me. He grabs my shirt rips, my necklace comes off, and my keys fall on the ground. And he picks my keys up. And I'm just like, what? You can't have my keys. You can't have my car. And I literally go after him. I attack him, screaming and punching and hitting him. I get my keys out of his hand. Him and his friend start to run across the street. And I'm screaming so loud that the owner of the cafe and the busboy come running out. And I'm screaming seriously loud, get them! Get them! I'm absolutely completely stopped in my tracks. I go inside, I speak to the owner of the cafe's wife. I sit down, I tell her what happened. She said, why did you go back after your keys? Why didn't you just run back to the cafe? And I said, because they can't have my car. They can't take my stuff. I go upstairs in my apartment and I'm sitting on the floor with my head in my hands thinking, whoa, what just happened? I'm on Main Street, Bradley Beach, New Jersey, and I just got jumped. But the thing is I defended myself, and I defended what was mine. And so now I realize I am ready to move to New York City. Drive to the middle of nowhere, put the top down, look at my options. Oh yes, it feels like I'm born again. Oh no, I didn't see it coming. My friends say I live in a bubble, but the bubble's been busted open. But I'm not crying, 'cause I got my heart and I got my soul. I got the very first dream car I ever bought. I got my best friend from high school, and she's never leaving. I've got a voice that's got to be heard, and if we have to hurt to save this world, then I guess it's best to say my little pain will fade away. Time to drive to the middle of nowhere, put the top down, look at my options. Oh yes, I know I've been down this road before, and it's not any wonder that this tide's not keeping me under. But I know my greatest hour's the hour when I rise. I got my heart and I got my soul, I got the very first dream car I ever bought, I got my best friend from high school, and she's never leaving. I got a voice that's got to be heard, and if we have to hurt to save this world, then I guess it's best to say my little pain will fade away. No, 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 no. I stood underneath the raindrops. No, 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 no. And I watched the sunrise the next day. No, 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 no. I jumped off the bridge when I should have crossed it. Oh, how I trusted. Oh, how I trusted. But I got my heart and I got my soul, I got the very first dream car I ever bought, I got my best friend from high school, and she's never leaving. I got a voice that's got to be heard, and if we have to hurt to save this world, then I guess it's best to say my little pain will fade away. And I drive, and I drive, and I drive. So I decide I'm moving to New York ASAP. And I'm walking down the street. I'm not exactly sure where I am. I think I'm in the West Village. And I just got myself a job working at a cafe. And I'm walking down the street, and I look to my left and I see apartment for rent. So I go downstairs and I see this older gentleman with a white shirt and all these pens in his pocket and khaki pants. And I said, hi. He said, can I help you? I said, yes, I'd like to rent that apartment. I see there's an apartment for rent. He said, talk to her. So I go back into the office area. She said, yes, what can I do for you, young lady? I said, well, that apartment for rent, is it still available? She just looks at me and she says, you know, you're very lucky. I literally put that sign in the window 5 minutes ago. I said, fantastic. She said, would you like to see it? I said, sure. So we go upstairs. It's an old brownstone. It's an old carriage house, actually. And I walk in, and the steps, there's like 3 floors. It's the top floor, and it looks out over a courtyard. And so I'm looking out there over the courtyard. And I think to myself, as she opened the door, this is the smallest apartment I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's so small. And all the room is, the walls are filled with different colors. It's like dark blue and purple and red. And I'm thinking, whoa, it's like crazy. And I look around, there's no kitchen sink. There's a little kitchen, it's like a closet. And then there's a bathroom, nice sized bathroom. She says, well, you can use the bathroom sink to do your dishes. So it's 1976, and it's amazing. It's like primetime television all across America. It's Mary Tyler Moore, Marlo Thomas. Every young girl is watching these ladies on TV and thinking, I'm going to go to the big city, and I'm one of them. So here I am in the West Village, and I ask her, I go, what's the price? And she says, $172.34. I'm like, okay, my budget's $200. I said, wow. She said, look, why don't you think about it? If you call me Monday by 10 a.m. and you want it, it's yours. I'll hold it till 10 a.m. on Monday. It was about 5 o'clock on Friday. I said, fantastic. So I go home, I think about what would the walls look like, all white. I think about my first apartment in New York in Greenwich Village. Is this the place for me? I call her up on Monday morning. I said, absolutely, I'll take the apartment. Amazing. And here I am now, living in Greenwich Village with all the writers and artists and journalists, singers and dancers, musicians. I'm in the heart of Greenwich Village. And the owner of the building, Celeste Martin, would be my guardian angel. Some come from Paris, London, or Spain, from Jersey, or LA, even Santa Fe. If you're born here, or you land here, we're all